Hello everyone. I'm gonna share some different things of what's been happening in our lives, and what the government is doing or has done. Sorry for the noise. We have our windows open. Well, I have a nonverbal learning disability. I have bicuspid aortic valve. I have Turner syndrome. I'm hard of hearing, and I have type 2 diabetes.
Raise your voice.
That's what I have going on in my life with the disabilities. But you wouldn't know it because mine's what you call an invisible disability. As well as my husband has invisible disabilities too. He has Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, where his joints pop out of place and dislocate a lot. He's in pain a lot. He develops double the acid, which no pills work for him. So sometimes he throws up acid. His stomach is in knots a lot of the time.
Severe migraines, PTSD.
He has migraines. At times he has PTSD where he can't sleep till like 5 o'clock in the morning, or sometimes he'll fall asleep but wake up around that time or a little bit earlier and can't get back to sleep for a while. He does have depression at times as well. And I used to have depression. I used to have anxiety. Sometimes it likes to come up as well, especially anxiety. We're on income support. We're both not working. Jeremy can't work, not allowed to work by the doctors because of the Ehlers-Danlos syndrome and everything that goes with it. And I have a hard time getting work, or if I do get work, keep work because of my disabilities. And sometimes, and I do tire easily if I'm doing errands or cleaning or whatever else, or working. And then there's sometimes that if I'm sick, sometimes I'm sick for like 2 weeks and I can't get to work because of how sick I am, and if I did have work, I'd have to have work flexible for when I am feeling sick or off or something that I can't get to work that day. And we're on income support, barriers to employment right now, Alberta Works. We're trying to get on AISH or disability. But what the government did is we were getting $1,860 per month. Which is barely enough to get by. in itself, and we were supposed to get a raise in January, but we didn't. And then in March, we went down to $16.04, so that's almost $260 off our check, which has hindered us so much because we were paying off our debts. We were getting more food than we could before at the time, but now we can't even pay our debts or loans or anything right now, because when we're not working, our businesses haven't grown enough yet. And so it's been a struggle to get the food and everything else, and bills paid and everything else. And yeah, we've been really struggling financially, for sure. I would like to get a job, but no one's hired me.
You were trying to get a job at McDonald's, they wouldn't hire you.
Yeah. One time I even tried to get a job at McDonald's, but they wouldn't hire me because even though I have these disabilities, I do have a BA plus 3 college degrees, and the only thing I have to show for those 3 college degrees is that I did medical billing for 3.5 years. So I have a Bachelor of Arts General Studies, minored in Religious Studies and Psychology. I have a medical office admin. I have computerized payroll accounting. I have my certificate to teach English as a second language, ESL. And I graduated in October with social media and web marketing. So if you know of anybody that would hire me and train me, and because I think that they're saying that I'm either too qualified or I'm not qualified enough, and I don't have the experience enough. But if I don't get more training and and the opportunity to show what I can do and get a job in one of those areas, then I can't get the experience. So it's been hard to get a job. Or if I do get a job, keep the job. It always has been for me. So that's where we are at. And also, the Genesis won't test my husband to confirm the Ehlers-Danlos diagnosis. But if you read up on Ehlers-Danlos,
he says you have
syndrome.
to be. I would have been diagnosed as a baby when it's extremely rare. And most only get known for it when they're baby or when they're adults. and in really bad conditions, like where they can't eat, their stomach, they're having aneurysms, heart problems, etc. And it's not right that, something like that just may have to happen before they test me. Some people even die, and then later on in the autopsy, they find out. I mean, really? The only reason they don't want to do it is because there's no money to be made. So if they can't make money off you, they don't want to do it. It's why it's under what they call a zebra foundation. Anyway, sorry, dear.
That's okay. So there you go. And my husband has had a cough for like 5 or 6 years, and
they still don't want to do anything.
They still don't want to test for everything that they could test for. We might have to change doctors because of the way our doctor is, but I don't know.
Praying we don't.
Yeah, I'm praying we don't either.
I don't think I should have jumped up here.
And we're hoping to move soon because we're in the slums, literally in the slums, with bugs and things happening to the building, and landlord just fixing things with caulking and only caulking.
And the city inspectors won't do anything about it.
And city inspectors won't do anything about it.
They just take their bribe money.
Yeah, they just take bribe money from
I've
whoever.
I've seen him take bribe people.
Yeah. Jeremy has seen our landlord bribe, and they take the money and run. So that's where we're at right now. We can't get to Calgary, but Calgary has the Ehlers-Danlos syndrome doctor that could help Jeremy. And I think another doctor, I forget now,
Okay.
that could help either both of us or I forget now. But I know there's the Ehlers-Danlos syndrome doctor in Calgary, but we have no way to get there, and
should have saved it.
unless we move there or something. But